It's me, Ty, and I'm here to welcome you to episode 26 of the show. And to be honest, I'm happy that I get to welcome you guys to a show that features Edris at all. Things got a little dicey last week, but even though I was a little scared for my character, I gotta say I was very touched by a lot of the fans' reactions to what happened at the end of the show. A lot of people who echoed their concern for Edris's well-being. Also, a lot of people who were very upset at my roles. And you know what? Yeah, I blame myself as well. So it's good that we can all rally around wanting Edris to survive and also rallying around how terrible I am at this game. So thank you to everybody who voiced their concern. I also saw some fan art out there done of Edris. That was fantastic. It's all very touching that people connect so much with the character. Enough about Edris. Let's talk about our February fan challenge. It is going strong, and we already have a lot of submissions. If you haven't heard, February's fan challenge is creating critical failures. That's right, we're going to start introducing critical failures to our game, into our sessions, starting at level 5. So, whenever I roll a 1, which is like always, for an attack roll, we're going to be pulling one of the fan critical fails to add a little bit of difficulty to our combat. And what's great about this is we just need 1 melee, 1 ranged, and 1 magic for your submissions, and you can make them truly whatever you want. Be as creative, be as sadistic, be as lenient as you would like to be with these. Anyway, that's all the housekeeping I have for you guys this week. I'm very excited to get Edris all healed up. We're at the doorsteps of the temple almost. I want to know what's going on. So, let's begin. Episode 26. Accosted in translation.
Last time on Cosmic Crits.
Edris discovers that the gravity on Castrovel is working just fine.
No matter what kind of dice you use, rolling snake eyes is always bad.
We found Kasariks aren't more effective impacts.
The group entered an eerily empty pyramid city that not even the Kakariki would enter.
We pretty much determined that Halkoim Zahn is useless.
We made camp and Nak found a secret passage, then forgot where it was.
It was late and dark. And yes, I know I have night vision.
We found a noxious eel monster and Edris got KO'd.
The group finally reaches the steps leading to the fabled elven temple.
Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
The Contemplative's map, the villainous cultist, the statue's hallways, the mold spore traps, the Kasariks, the mountain eel, the lost city of elves, and the magic that is the Cosmic Goonies. Hi there, folks. My name is Patrick, and I'm your GM, your Goonie Mikey, for this evening, and we're entering a lost temple in search of pirate treasure, and you're listening to Cosmic Crit. Before we start playing, I have the privilege to introduce my 5 high school and middle school friends and players. First, to my left, 100% grade A peak condition Corey Feldman. Drew playing Axisrack.
This is a childhood favorite of certainly everyone.
To his left, the kid with all the hidden gizmos in his wrist slot, Jabert playing Andis 147.
Beep beep, Patrick.
You guys are killing me. Across the digital table, move over, truffle shuffle. It's time for the Raimi Roomba with Miles playing Raimi.
Hi, I'm not afraid of the dark. I love the dark, but I hate nature.
To his left, Samwise Gamgee on his very first adventure, Rebecca playing Alindra.
Hello.
And to my right, surely he was dropped on his head as a child, the mountain of man meat that is Tyler playing Edros Varanus.
Thanks, Patrick. I love you too.
I mean, he was dropped last episode.
We landed on his tail, so...
Hey everyone, how are you guys doing this week?
Good. I'm disappointed in the lack of love for Goonie in this room.
Goonies. Yeah, where'd the Goonie love go? I should tell people.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
I normally don't tell the players what the little intro blurb is going to be about. And this is the 1 week that I did, and nobody came up with
Okay, so when you said that,
Patrick.
It's our time in the forest.
Yeah, bad news, Patrick. Goonies sucks.
You suck.
so I've only seen Goonies once, and when you told us that, I was like, hey, Drew, we should watch Goonies. Like, I haven't seen that in a really long time, and we should be prepared for this intro. And he said no. So
he said no. Goonies sucks.
I only know two quotes from the Goonies, and that's the "Hey, you guys," and the "I'm gonna hit you so hard when you wake up, your clothes will be out of style" or something like that. Those two. Those are the
There was one.
Why did you say that, Tyler?
Yeah, I'm sure there's a third one you know, which is Goonies sucks.
Oh boy.
I was so prepared, Patrick. I had a quote for any character you chose for me.
Hey, Miles, you know what? You're my favorite player this week. Congratulations. I don't know how that happened. What a turnaround. What a massive about face. Hey guys, how's your week been?
Fabulous.
We've had a full week of our merchandise store and Discord channel being up, and I don't think I've done anything else but hang out on the Discord channel.
Yeah,
and
I live there now.
It's a lot of fun, guys. We have a lot. We have a lot of fun here on the show, chatting with one another. But we have more fun playing the game. Do you want to get back to the game?
Yeah.
We last left off on a bit of a cliffhanger in the previous week as this huge, monstrous mountain eel took a snack-sized bite of Edros, taking him down to 0. Pretty inauspicious start to the entire day of adventuring, because you're just about to get to this massive temple. So that's where we pick up. Rockalwi, the deprogrammed cultist of the Devourer, alongside Andis, have patched up your wounds as best as possible, Edros, and they're letting you rest up. Everyone, I imagine, is taking a 10-minute break. If you need to get back your stamina, you can do that now. And they've kind of left you, Tyler, they've left Edros propped up on the edge of the rocky embankment, and you're just staring at the setting sun in the west across the singing range of mountains.
As the sun sets in your life.
Can I do something for Edros real quick?
What do you want to do?
I'm going to walk over here and I'm going to stab him with a serum of healing Mark 1.
Ow! You're gonna tell me when you're gonna do that.
It's 3 HP, buddy. You look like you could use it.
I could, thank you.
So Alindra runs over to Edros. She's still a little bit breathless. Edros, what happened? What went wrong?
Alindra, what were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed. Heck, you could have gotten everyone killed. You know, the solution to every battle we have isn't to wreath yourself in flame and throw yourself into the enemy.
I didn't realize that was what I was doing. I thought it was helping. But what did you expect me to do? My pistol wasn't going to do us any good.
Battles aren't always about dealing as much damage as possible. You and I, we're the front lines. How we position ourselves, how the enemy comes at us, these are all very important. Yes, sometimes you can charge in, but sometimes a soldier must be patient and lure enemies into place where we have the advantage. Especially when we are fighting a monster that none of us knows anything about. Stupid pronking eel.
I clearly have a lot to learn. I've been so focused on learning how to control the powers inside me that I've neglected to think about anything or anyone else. I hope you can forgive me, Edros, and help me to think and act more strategically. I can't think of a better teacher.
Don't come down too hard on yourself. The powers you have are like nothing I could ever imagine. I'm sure one day you will surpass the power of all Solarians who have come before you. But we are a team now, and I promise I will help you become stronger in any way I can. And if we're going to survive this horrible jungle, we must all protect each other and learn to rely on one another. I'm sure there will be a time when I make a stupid mistake. And I hope you will be there to save my tail as well. Oh, and you can call me Evie. That's what all my comrades call me.
Thank you, Evie. I won't let you down.
I know. And can you hand me some more of those Mark II healing serums. I think I'm going to take a nap.
Andis, could you come help?
Oh, of course, yes.
Gonna need a bunch of those. Healing serves on
A big old handful of these bad boys.
Yeah.
I'm going to need one at least in my tail. I think it's still crooked from last week.
Oh no, that's still just fine.
So yeah, you were down to 0 hit points. You got your stamina back from Rissin, but you guys want to burn some healing serums?
I would like to burn at least 2 Mark IIs. I'm not sure. I know Edris, he has one that he bought before we took off. I know we found some. So I think we still have at least 2 left.
Why don't you go ahead and roll them?
All right, so I'm going to roll.
See how much you get back.
So I've got. I'm going to use 2 Mark II. So I'm going to roll 68.
Well, yeah, why don't you roll 1 and see how you're doing?
Okay, 1 3d8.
Yeah.
All right. Oh boy, a 1, a 4, and a 5. That's only 10 points back. Let's see. I'm at 14 out of 34.
Nice.
Let's try another one. Okay, maybe. Oh my! A 1, a 4, and a 5.
Oh boy. Well, I mean,
right. 24 out of 34 ain't bad, so I guess that's what we're going with. Edwards takes a nap and he's not very happy about it.
Oh, man.
Your dice rolls will never ever stop amusing me on this show.
I don't understand.
All right, are you guys ready to move on?
I have 3 serums of healing Mark 1 if you need them. Do you want to use any of them?
Nah, he's fine.
No.
Okay.
What a big baby.
The GM has declared that I am fine. The GM, who definitely doesn't want to kill me, has declared that my loss of 10 hit points is adequate. So
yeah,
yes,
as we enter this mysterious
You have 24
corridor.
hit points back. How many do you need?
Wait, Edris, how many hit points do you have?
I'm at 24 out of 34.
Quit, you big baby.
All right.
Can we skin this thing?
Oh yeah, so you guys last week killed a giant mountain eel. Raimi, looking it over, you see this giant corpse of the creature, and looking at its hide, you're pretty sure skinning this thing, you've seen it prized, its leather, for working with enchantments and being made into a number of magical items, including jackets, gloves, and matching boots.
Well,
So if you guys want to spend some time now skinning it, that's something you can use once you get back to civilization.
yeah, I mean, since Edris lived, we won't skin him, so yeah, let's get the eel.
Classic.
I'm still alive.
Right, so if you guys want to work the leather, work the hide, there's a number of magical items. I think I'll let you take a peek at some of them. For each one that you want to try and make, it'll take like probably 10-20 minutes of hacking at its flesh. So do you want to spend some time now doing that?
Yeah, I wanna make those gloves.
Yeah, so you got the reckless gloves, resilient jacket, trampling boots, all kinds of fun magical items.
Yeah, the trampling boots are something that Edris would definitely want, so I would definitely want to spend some time carving out my portion.
Yeah, I'd like some boots too. Same here.
Right.
Ooh, we're going to walk into the club and be like, we're matching boots. What do you
That's
got?
right.
If we're all
got to have
looking
them
this stuff,
boots.
Knack will get some too. Doesn't want to be left out.
All right.
Knack thing to do.
Rakawi offers to carry it for you and to do the majority of the work if you want to head on forward without her.
Sounds good. You hang in there, Rocky.
Yeah, so she'll take your packs anywhere she can pack this stuff and dry it out for a little bit before just
I hand over my wet meat collection for jerky drying.
Okay.
Before we leave, I think Edris would stop and say, thank you for doing all this, and stay safe. I want to make sure you're here when we come back for you.
She nods politely at you and just kind of gives some eyes in Alindra's direction and slings her gun over her shoulder and gets into the guts of the mountain eel, just starts cutting it up.
Alinder
All right,
takes no notice. Let's go.
Nice.
'Cause you're cold as ice and willing to sacrifice my love.
Alindra's
Wow.
forging ahead, despite what Idris just told her.
Nope, I went way
Alindra,
ahead.
you
I went
never
way-
take advice. Someday you'll pay the price, I know.
As you guys are moving through the rest of the stairs to the north, you see another very large landing, an even plain with the temple. There are a number of large 5-foot wide pillars, broken columns here that mark off a wide stone plaza surrounding a large set of double doors, an entrance to the temple. You see magnificent ancient stained glass mosaics reflecting the light of the midday sun on the eastern and the western sides of the building, seemingly shining on their own. They depict ancient stargazers looking through intricate telescopes, some of them depicting elves wielding a kind of magical power. A large circular ring stands in the back of the plaza, overgrown with plants, and another stone path leads to the west, climbing even higher up the peak of the mountain.
I'm gonna move forward, but I'm not gonna step on these carvings on the ground that I see.
Well, as you do move forward into the plaza, before the entrance to the temple, you see kneeling a very small elven figure, one arm gripping an ornately carved staff. They wear ancient-looking red-plated armor and wearing a tattered, fur-lined cape covering most of their form.
Is there any religious symbolism on the staff or anything they're wearing that might tip us off to,
Not
who this
anything
person worships?
Not anything you can tell. It definitely looks very, very old. As you do walk up to get a closer look, they look up. There's a very stern, somewhat sad expression that crosses their desiccated face. Their skin looks like a very rigid gray leather, stretched out, a bit thin in places, and their hollow eyes glow a magical orange color.
Do we know why any eyes would glow orange, or do we know anything about the condition that this individual is in?
Magic time.
Can we do a mysticism check or something to...
Like, I'm trying to say, is this
Identify
evil
this?
magic, or is this good magic? Is this mundane magic?
I don't know. You don't seem to be the magical type. Do you have mysticism? Knack?
No.
I do.
Why don't we start by saying hello?
You know,
I like to
Tyler.
impolitely check on them.
Tyler, does that draw say hello?
Yeah, hello there, elvish person. How are you?
As you approach, the person start a very, very fumbling attempt at diplomacy. They stand up and kind of throw a hand up in your direction and start speaking a language I don't believe you speak. And they say, Warganalson irasite, Sarasin valaum galador nastormin.
I cast comprehend language.
Does anybody else speak Elven?
No.
It's a good language.
Edris does not.
Yeah, I know a bunch of languages. Not a single one of them is Elven.
After hearing all the language that he does not know, Edris will say,
I don't know what you're saying. You're either gonna have to speak common or write something down.
I cast comprehend language.
That takes a while.
I don't think it does it?
No, it doesn't. It's instant.
Yeah.
oh, isn't it?
You know. Well, the figure starts speaking another language, a very highly magical one that you recognize, Miles, almost immediately as celestial. You hear the tail end of a sentence as they say,
Halt, for none are permitted to enter.
So Raimi relays that message to Edris.
Raimi, I think you're gonna have to take the reins on this one. I'm gonna bow out of this conversation.
All right. On whose authority?
On my own authority. I am the guardian here.
The guardian of what?
I am the guardian of the Temple of the 12. It is my task to stand guard and protect the secrets that lie within from those who are unworthy of the gift of knowledge.
The elven figure looks in Edros and Nack's direction, both.
Yet the cult is worthy?
I know not of what you speak.
Well, then maybe you haven't been paying attention to what's been going on in your own backyard.
How can we prove our own worth? Sorry, I probably don't understand what's happening, but...
Yeah, I mean, you guys, I mean, we can assume that, Miles, you are relaying stuff to everyone else, but that's going to slow down talking with them if you're interested, so...
Okay,
Yeah,
so
fine.
I can chime in, right? Yeah, that's
But
my
Raimi
question.
will ramify it.
How can we prove our own worth?
You are not allowed to enter the temple. It is forbidden.
Unless you're worthy. So, can we meet halfway here?
He looks at you saying, speaking for these other figures, Raimi, and says,
This is a temple of understanding. It is the last standing structure dedicated to my people's beliefs and stores their knowledge. Before you is the veil of this world.
and he kind of like gestures out towards the plaza around you guys.
Mm-hmm.
This is the place where the ignorance of terrestrial thoughts are burnt away in the fires of cosmic enlightenment. Behind me is a shrine of understanding.
So, hearing this, Alendra would walk to the center of this rune that is on the ground, and would like to use sidereal influence to go toward photon attunement, and calls upon the power of the stars, surrounds herself in flame, draws forth her solar weapon, and says, "We are not terrestrial."
The figure looks you up and down and slams his stick on the ground, and it alights in fire as well, a massive solar glaive head forming at the end of the stick, and he beats it on the ground and the rocks crack underneath it. And he says,
You will not threaten me with weapons. I am Panilier, Sunspear of the Inscrutable One. Be gone or be dead.
No. You misunderstand me. I was using diplomacy.
you pulled your weapon out, and you can try and use diplomacy, but I'm gonna need Raimi to make that roll.
Wait, that's the point of sidereal influence, though, is that I get a boost to diplomacy.
I'll allow your boost to apply to his roll, but
okay.
I physically want Miles to roll it.
We're all gonna die.
Hey!
Oh, 15.
Not bad.
What's my bonus?
I get 1d6 on top of that.
It's charisma.
No, it's...
Oh, are you rolling d6?
Yeah, I'll let the better one, Rebecca's 4 stand. You don't have any charisma bonus, right, Miles?
No.
Yeah, you're playing your character that way, so I appreciate that. Right, so I don't know, you guys, do you put your weapon away, Rebecca?
Yeah, I was just showing that I have stellar energy. I'm not threatening him. I'm sorry.
It's okay. These things happen. He likewise will kind of stand down, does not unsummon his blade, but just keeps it kind of at his side.
Alindra, maybe show me your tattoos. Maybe the tattoos, since they were on the Stargazer statue, maybe that is somehow deem you worthy to get in there.
I thought about that. I thought it was kind of strange to just flash my tattoos around, but I can try that. So she'll walk up and show her tattoos on her wrist.
Penelier just grabs your wrist and kind of looks it over and looks back at you and says to Raimi,
She is of this world, one of the Lashuntans. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
I would say it has been some time since I've seen their kind here, but long ago, one of her kind.
And he motions towards Alendra.
One of them came here. He sought knowledge without understanding, and so I turned him away. A tribe of her kind here came 2 days prior, along with a race I am unfamiliar with. I recognized them as devotees of the Star Eater. I too turned them away, but one among them was very mighty. His magics,
The elf kind of just drifts off and stops talking.
Yeah, this was what I was referring to before about people coming through. We're trying to stop him.
I could not stop them. They entered the temple and then they left with their portable shrine, and others still remain. I don't know why I let them in.
So there are some left, but there are still some here?
Yes, he who spake for the Star Eater. forbade me from allowing any but him from entering. I must obey him.
Yeah.
You are not welcome here.
Yeah, point us in his direction. I got a word of prayer to say with him.
I must fight you. Leave now or be destroyed.
Prunk, listen. We have been walking in the jungle for days. I am sick and tired of being attacked, of this heat, and dealing with crackpots like you. If you want to fight, fine. And then Raimi casts Magic Missile.
Oh, Pronk.
Guess what time it
Alindra face palms at Raimi.
is? Guess what time it is, everybody? It's initiative roll time! And we've obviously wrote down and rolled those initiative rolls before we started playing. I'm going to allow the magic missile to go off. Why don't you roll me that magic missile attack?
All right. All right, so that's 6 plus 2 plus 3, for a total of 11.
I believe you. I double checked that math. In the normal turn order, first is Andis 147.
All right. I see it, and I'm gonna target it and shoot my laser rifle. It's a 10 on the attack.
Yeah, what is that? It's 3 on the dice. Yikes. 2 starts. That is a mess, but he was somewhat ready for you guys to turn on him after Alindra pulled her blade out. Second, though, in the turn order is Alindra Valis.
All right, I'm going to pull out my blade and I'm going to try a double attack with my solar weapon.
Oh.
So that's a 25 to attack.
Oh.
So
No, 21, I guess.
if you're double attacking, yes, it's -4. That is a hit.
So that's 15 damage.
Nice.
Jeez Louise, it's so much to start. And you got a second attack going?
Yep. So that's a 20. That's also a 21 to attack. And that's going to be 12 damage.
So much. I
No,
can't do all
13
this math.
damage. 13.
Oh, wait, was the first one 15 damage?
Yeah, 15 damage and then 13 damage because of photon attunement.
All right. He's not doing great. You've snicker snacked him with, the photon energy. He tries, with his own glaive, parry some of your attacks. Doesn't happen. Raimi, you are next.
All right, I'm going to fire my laser rifle.
Ow.
22.
That's a hit.
8. And that's 8 plus 4. It's 11 points of damage.
So much damage. Ouch. Okay. Next, we've got Edros Veronis.
Edros is going to... Oh, he feels a little bad. He wants to attack this guy, but he's also obviously under some kind of manipulation, so he doesn't really want to hurt him too bad, because he's probably a good guy. I think I'm gonna try and get up behind this guy, so that's going to incur an attack of opportunity from you if you would so wish to take. Oh, but unless he's still flat-footed, I guess then he couldn't.
He's not, well, normally you're not allowed to make reaction attacks. This guy definitely was waiting for an attack because he had his weapon out. Yeah, he's going to try and make an attack.
Sure.
And he does. And he just pulls this glaive out from the defensive position where he's fighting Alindra to the backside and stabs you right in the chest, right where the mountain eel almost got you there.
Oh, no.
Rolling a couple of damage dice here. 5 and a 4. Ooh, a d4. All right, so that is 21 points of damage. The solar spear just melts through your armor, stabs you in the chest.
Hey guys, this guy might be dangerous.
Mac Sizrak, your turn.
Whoa. I still have a turn. All I did was move.
Oh, right. I thought you were dead again. I'm sorry. You were down.
Thanks, Patrick. No, I'm actually going to try and grapple this guy. I'm just going to try and hinder him, see if we can't maybe knock him out and get him to come back to his senses. So...
Yep, that'll be an attack roll.
So, that's not going to work. Oh, jeez, that's like a 11.
Yeah, so you go to one arm, kind of grab him over the shoulder. Very fleet. This what looks like almost a mummified elf once you get up close to him, and slips out of your grapple, kind of dodges out of the way. Next is right. Now it's your turn.
Pronk, get him! Edris, we've come too far for you to give up on us now, man. Stick in the fight. Here's 11 stamina. Don't get killed.
Thank you, Nick.
Yep, so that is your entire turn. it takes us to its turn. Kind of wait to see what everyone was doing there. And I think between the two of them, yeah, he's got to go for Alindra because he did a ton of damage to him, 1. And 2, you're another solar-powered person like him, so he's going to do a couple attacks against you, Alindra.
Oh.
All right, a 12 and a 19. Wow, I rolled as bad almost as one could on these damage rolls. Still a good amount of damage, but
Good.
oh boy. I rolled only 1s and 2s on 2d8s and 2d4s. Starting the game strong as Game Master. So that is 31 points of damage. Brings the fiery glaive head down, first on your leg, and then as you kind of dip below, just rakes it across your back. Let's go on to turn 2, and it's 147. He's lighting up your buds.
Yeah, he is. I'm gonna light up my laser rifle gun time, and I'm gonna shoot it real good. Oh no! Oh heavens! Ladies and gentlemen, it's not very good.
I don't know. I'm seeing 2 8s. I got damage 8 and oh no, that's not good. 1 on the dice. 7. We need to get done with February and have the critical failures deck created already because it's killing me wasting all these beautiful ones.
I'm so nervous.
Next in the turn order is Alindra, the list. This guy's right up on top of you, and he is a dangerous one. This is going to be one you guys need to put down.
Okay, so I apologize for having to ask this question because I know it's been a bit of a conversation starter recently, but can I move 5 feet forward as like a guarded step or something?
A guarded step is a move action. It doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity, but it counts as a move action. So
okay, but it is something I can do, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to move forward 5 steps.
Right.
I got really confused because Adras kept doing it wrong.
You're getting in front of Andis' shot, but he just went, so it's good timing, and now you are flanking with Adras. So go ahead and
make your
that's
attack.
My
goal.
Come on, Alindra.
Okay, so that was a 20. Sorry, I'm having trouble. 24 to attack.
You're rolling rocks. Yeah, that's it. Jeez. Okay, so 12 points
that's
of damage.
12 damage. Yeah.
Nice. Dude, she's gonna just take this guy out.
Oh, actually, I guess if I'm flanking, it would be higher than that. It'd be 26.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I guess it would be.
And with both and Edris's ability, right?
So 27.
Yeah. Right, because you are threatening still Adros.
Edris's ability only works for ranged characters. It will not work.
So it's only 27 because I get 'em.
Oh, only a 20.
I know.
No. All right, we're moving on. Raimi, turn 2. Raimi, what you got?
All right, so Raimi's just going to shoot with his laser rifle again. 24.
Jeez Louise, that's a hit.
Nice.
Plus 4, so 10 points of damage.
Yes.
Oh boy, all right. He is still up. He's taken a lot of laser fire, a lot of sword slashes. Edros, it is your turn, and you are flanking with Alindra, who seems to be taking a lot of this guy's focus right now.
All right, this is the best. This is it. This is time to bring it home. I've got Knack with the get 'em, Alindra with the flanking. I'm going to go ahead and attack twice with the curved blade.
Alrighty.
First attack.
Nice.
Yes.
That's awesome. Going to be a 20.
That is a hit.
Yeah.
12 points of damage to your friend's face. Second attack. Oh, that's a 13.
That's a miss.
No points of damage to your friend's face.
That is a miss. Oh, Nax Izrak.
How is this bad guy looking?
I mean, when you came and first met him, he looked about 1,000 years old. Looked, dried out, desiccated. So, I mean, he's still kind of looking like that. You've just been stabbing and shooting him since then.
I guess
even more dead.
I guess he's too desiccated to look bloodied or messed up.
Yeah, there's no blood really coming out of this creature.
All right, get him, and Alindra, take some stamina from this inspiring boost that I'm giving you.
Thank you.
Did you not just do that?
I did it to
No.
Tyler. I did not do it to Alindra.
Oh, because I hit him first. Oh, man. Okay. All right. On its turn, it now has a couple of targets. Oh, no. It's just going to move a little bit closer to Raimi. Oh, he's stepping up right behind it, Edros.
Yes, I am. I'm going to use my step up reaction to consume my reaction for this turn and move with him.
And this guy is just going to attack in Alindra again. And that is a hit. Roll a pretty low number.
Oh my lord. Are you serious?
Minimum
Patrick?
damage.
Yay!
A 1 and a 1. So that is only 14 points of damage.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
Wow.
only 14.
The blade it looks like it is, digging in deep, but it's just giving you these very superficial cuts almost. Just cutting through your armor and getting into the flesh underneath. Turn 3, back to Andis, 147. Now this thing is like in melee range of 3 of your friends. Andis, what you got?
All right, I'm giving 2 shots from my tracking station.
Old 2-shot Andis.
Let's see how we did.
So this first one,
here.
definitely a miss. The second
13, then a 19.
what's the
Plus
19 with bonuses?
20 with get 'em.
Ooh, that is going to be a miss. That's with a -4, right? It doesn't include.
Yeah, yep,
Okay.
that's right.
Yeah, so these shots, they do go a little bit wide. He's also doing like this crazy gun kata dance move where the closer you are shooting him, it's like less likely to hit. Elf's got some moves. Alindra, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to take a chance with my double solar weapon attack again. I am fully attuned, but I don't want to use supernova with all my friends around me, so you're welcome, guys. All right, so that's going to be 20 with get 'em, I believe. I'm not flanking, correct?
That is correct. That 20, though, all you need. That's a hit.
Okay, even with the -4?
Oh, you're doing a second attack?
Yeah. Well, I was going to. I guess I can go back and say...
No. That is a miss.
If only it worked that way.
Prog.
You're just doing the one. All right, give me that second attack roll, because, yeah, he is
20.
flipping and jumping out of the way of your blade.
All right, so that's a 24, so 20?
That is exactly what
Yes!
you needed. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, and that's going to be
Nice.
17 damage.
Right, so you
Nice.
cut into this thing. Oh, wow, it's like a max damage situation. That's like the most you can roll, right? Damage-wise?
Yep.
Yeah, you cut him down. You slice one of his arms off. He falls to the ground. The blade head at the end of his staff kind of tapers out, extinguishes. And yeah, he falls. And we are out of combat.
Yeah, how's that for understanding? Huh?
He doesn't speak your language.
Raimi translates happily and adds, "Who's worthy now?" And then he nods approvingly at Alindra.
You've got some time if you still want to chat him up as he is expiring. He does seem, like the orange light in his eyes. It's just kind of disappearing. It's fading away.
Raimi, ask him if he's got any healing magic or healing serums that we might be able to patch ourselves up, since it sounds like he was not exactly under his own control when he was fighting us.
Well, he's dying right now, and we kind of need to know where our enemy is.
Gonna assume it's through the door to the south there, but you know what happens when you assume.
Okay, Alindra would like to step in here, and what is this temple for? What are you protecting here?
This is where my people, they came to study the stars. They kept all their knowledge here of what they found. I failed in my mission to protect it.
I think on the contrary, you've let just the right person in. I really feel like this is where I need to go.
He clutches at the armor around your neck, Alindra, and just kind of pulls you in. And you feel this solar wind kind of rush out of him and surround you as you also are coming off of a solar attunement. And yeah, it just kind of infuses into your body, and he goes limp and falls to the ground and almost immediately turns to dust. You can kind of hear something in the energies that are swirling around you. It's like, it is up to you now. And he's gone.
Wait, did his weapon go with him? Did nobody get the weapon?
So it's really just a carved metal and wooden staff. Energy was inside of him.
This is why I don't like elves. Stupid elves and their stupid elven magic and the stupid elven temple. I just want to get in there, kill everyone.
Calm down,
and
buddy. Calm down. We're going to get to kill plenty of guys in probably about 15 minutes.
Somebody needs a Scooby snack. If I've heard, someone's got a taste of the tummy rumble.
Scooby snack.
Hold on. I have an Eevee snack.
Eevee snack. Eevee snack.
So he's has left behind some items. He's got this ancient elven battle armor he was wearing, this kind of red tinted, rusty in parts armor. And you notice Alindra at the end of his staff is a Solarian lesser gluon crystal, a magical crystal that can be installed in your own moat, used to augment your weapon.
Ooh. I'll take it.
Oh my god, did you say that was a gluon crystal?
Least gluon crystal.
That's a level 6 item worth 3,900 credits, adds
Ooh.
1d4 damage to your rolls, and has the wound critical ability.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Not
Wait,
bad.
did you get a crystal before, Rebecca?
Yeah, I have a lesser photon crystal.
Can you
So
put both of those
that one
on there,
does-
or
Can you have multiple lightsaber crystals, Drew? No.
actually, technically, you can because
Nope, they blow up. They blow each other up if you try to have a purple one like Mace Windu. If you take red and blue, it doesn't make purple.
The Death Star was like a bunch of lightsaber crystals, and it could blow up a planet.
And they all exploded. Point, Game Master. Right, so, you guys are out of combat, and you are left in this empty plaza in front of you, a door to the temple. These massive 10-foot tall double doors. They look pretty weak, but thanks to perhaps the craftsmanship of the elves and this very detailed lattice work of metallic bands that crisscross it, these doors have survived the ages. You guys heading on inside?
Should we take a 10-minute break first?
Yes,
That's
I would
you.
like to take a 10-minute break.
Yeah. Let's check in on Raimi while you guys are taking a break. You didn't take any damage, right?
Nope.
How did you enjoy using your ability to communicate with anyone in this fight with Panalier?
I mean, it was good because otherwise it would have been less entertaining until he got irritated enough with us to attack us.
Oh no, that battle would have started a lot faster if you couldn't speak Elven or I believe Celestial. What is the other language?
Which I feel like Remy actually knows Celestial.
Well, you knew
I think
it
that
twice.
I think I put that on. I think I put that on my list of things that I knew.
Yeah, after looking him over, it definitely seems like there was kind of necrotic magic cast upon him because this guy, he looked almost like a mummy.
Yeah.
So yeah, Raimi, you had a chance to speak with a 1,000-year-old being, so this ancient guardian, and now they're gone. We are cleared. You guys, who wants to use a resolve point to get their stamina back?
I did.
Edros will as well.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you're okay or not. Alrighty, so are you guys heading on inside?
Yeah.
Edros will try and push open these front doors.
Right, so it does require putting a good deal of muscle into them to move them open. Let's see here.
You know how good I am at strength checks.
I think it's what was that your first one that started the game?
Yep.
It's a natural
First roll.
on the strength
First
check.
roll ever in the podcast. Was
Oh,
a natural
boy.
one on a strength check.
25 episodes ago. Yeah, but so you put your shoulder into it. You're able to swing one of them open. It creaks very loudly as it opens up into a large, dimly lit chamber.
Gross.
Longest door opening ever. I like it, though. I like it.
What a door! What a door this is!
The roof, 30 feet above you here, and the stone floor, it's carved. There are tiles laid throughout it depicting hundreds of constellations marked at regular intervals with elven runes. As you guys look forward, those of you with dark vision, about where Edros is, as he's moved in, about 10 feet from the door, you see about a dozen short scythes sticking out of the floor, a number of them wedged into the floor at their base. One of these trap's blades coated in blood, and there's a dead cultist laying before you.
Well, that's one cultist we don't have to deal with.
So he got his oblivion early.
So can I make a perception check to see if there is an obvious trigger of these traps?
Why don't you actually give me knowledge engineering?
I shall.
I don't know if that's better for you or not, but it's probably...
Oh, it might be. That's a 16.
Yeah, it looks like it was almost as soon as you stepped in, maybe a few feet in front of the traps themselves, but it looks like very, very subtle difference in the way the floor is lined here. Maybe it's depressed like a few centimeters, maybe a quarter of an inch, somewhere like that. So it looks like it was, just triggered by stepping on some of these tiles. But it also looks like the trap has been disarmed because there's empty ammo clips and some rocks kind of shoved in the floor where these blades are sticking up.
Okay, so Andis is going to go ahead and step through the center because they believe that this is all disarmed.
Nothing happens here. They're fine.
Does the dead cultist have anything on them that we could take?
Nah, it looks like they were stripped pretty bare.
Well, if there are going to be traps at this temple, we should be careful. Everybody stay on guard.
Well, both Alindra and Raimi, both of you guys seem to see a couple of different things laid out in the floor ahead of you. Why don't we do some skill checks here? Raimi, do you got a mysticism check for me, or anybody that's got the skill?
Yeah, I can do a mysticism check for you. Let's see, that's
19
plus 7, so 26.
Jeez. Ooh. You guys with your 17, 18s, and 19s. Okay, so more than enough, you notice that the constellations, not all of them make a ton of sense to you, but one of them does from a kind of religious point of view. It is of that of the god Ibra, a 6-pointed star map that looks very similar to the bottom of Alindra's tattoo, a wide curving line that seems along the side here to have dates and coordinates, but they don't make a good deal of sense to you.
All right, so I point out the constellation that I can understand to Alindra.
Can anyone make a check to remember the constellation of Ibra?
Yeah, it's Ibra. So Ibra the Inscrutable. It's a neutral god of celestial bodies, the cosmos, and mysteries of the universe. The center of worship is in the Adari, the Avara, and Verces.
I'm from Verces.
Penelier, the guardian out front, did say that they were the sun spear of the Inscrutable One.
And that is the name.
And as you're looking over the symbol, you do recognize that you had seen it on the slopes coming, the stairway coming up to the temple, and a few places maybe very worn down inside the city as well. Rebecca, why don't you give me a physical science check as well to see if you can figure out something that has to do with the star map on the floor. No one else has physical science, right?
No.
Andis does.
Oh, snap. Why don't you give me a roll as well, Andis?
I will. It's a 13.
Okay, 18.
Right, so you can assist, and along with kind of Raimi pointing out the constellation, it doesn't make a ton of sense. Rebecca, Alindra is looking this over. The floor markings here that Raimi points out, the dates and spatial regions are all wrong. They seem to be more of an artistic interpretation of a night sky or constellations. Yeah, the coordinates, especially on the Ibran constellation, they're not real, and they don't match what you would know as the astrological records for really anywhere in this part of the galaxy. And as you're looking them over, Andis, you point out that they just seem to be some kind of showing a path through the floor here. And it looks like if you had walked along this constellation that you would have missed all of the scythe blades. It was marking a path along the floor, a safe route, to walk through to get through the next area of the building.
Ah, this way, Mr. Jones, yes.
Penitent man.
Where does the path end? Does it end at a door? Does it end in a
This room branches off into the east and west, and this path seems to be going towards the east.
So I think we should be on the lookout for further constellations in other parts of the floor as we proceed, because there may be more traps. This may be the only one that they tripped before, but we should be aware of where we're stepping.
Indeed, yes.
So which direction you guys want to go?
I'd presume east.
Yeah.
Yeah, east.
If the
I'm following Adros.
Yeah, if the star thingies are saying east, I guess we'll go east.
I'm following Elendra.
Yeah, you guys going in standard marching order?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so in this next chamber, as you circle around clockwise in your direction, the temple, there is a very large kind of stone structure in the middle of the temple. The next chamber, the inner wall here, skyrockets up and ends in a domed ceiling 100 feet above your head. About 100 or so very thin apertures of colored glass allow a wispy red, orange, and blue light to filter in from the outside of the afternoon evening. The floor here transitions from those constellations in the previous room to dozens and dozens of starburst patterns. From what you guys know of the previous room, it looks like there probably will be a safe path through this area as well. Why don't you give me another physical science check, and anybody that has it can, I would say, aid. Rebecca, did you roll the same? Oh, you rolled very similar, Rebecca.
10.
10's all you need to aid. So,
Okay.
Rebecca, you rolled a 19?
Yes.
All right. So you spend some time kind of looking over the floor markings. You spend some time here studying the floor markings of this chamber, and you can tell that it is supposed to depict the Castravelian night sky from the perspective of the southern hemisphere, an area where the elves currently reside on Castravel. But yeah, as your hand reaches over the stars, you can tell that there's a whole bunch of them that are out of place, and you think you can see a pattern very similar to the inaccurate pattern in the previous floor that you're supposed to walk along.
Yes, I would like to walk along those. Gingerly.
You going first?
Yes. She makes an eye at Evie to make sure that that's okay.
Who?
I mean, you seem to know what you're doing, so be safe.
Bull rush in.
I've learned my lesson.
Right, so if you take your time and you just kind of like jump from starburst to starburst, following Elendra, yeah, nothing happens. Very exciting episode of slowly studying the stars and making your way through.
It just goes to prove that you should study hard in school, right?
Stay in school, gang.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. I'm really glad you guys are here, otherwise I would have just set off every trap and probably been dead by now.
For those of you listening, we are literally going single file across the map right now. It's very funny to us, not you guys.
You don't think I'm watching, making sure you guys don't like jump all over the place?
Oh, gosh.
If you guys had been like, no, the goblin should come with us on this adventure. This is the part where they get you all exploded. I follow my own path. Around the temple, the southernmost point of the temple, this massive vaulted ceiling, what looks like sanctuary, with dozens of these very thin windows filled with smoky, different colors of glass, setting up these huge kind of kaleidoscope patterns on the floor. And you can see out some of the glass and the cliff face outside, and just a little bit of the setting sun to the west. As you guys can move yourself down here. Why doesn't everyone give me a perception check?
Sure. Yeah, here's one.
A good one from Knack, a good one from Andis. As you guys turn the corner and look around, you see, studying some patterns on the wall, what looks like a Kasathan woman sitting, legs crossed, forearms kind of tracing over the stone wall here. What do you want to do?
Greetings, Kasathan.
They whip their head around and bring two hands, single fingers, to their mouth in a shushing motion.
Do they seem like they are dressed like the cultists that we have seen before?
Nope, in kind of survival gear.
Greetings, Kasathan woman. I'm trying to whisper.
It's quite all right. As you are moving forward, the Kasathan figure stands up and kind of just shakes her head, and a shot rings out from across the room. We are in combat. As sneaking around clockwise, the opposite side of the building, number of cultists here. They just kind of jump out of little hiding spots they were in. So as they jump out, they hear you speaking. Someone's getting shot. Oh, of course, way in the back, Raimi shoots in your direction. 9 points of damage. A laser rifle cuts out at you across the room, and that is the very, very small surprise round as this cultist is spooked, shoots in your guys' direction. Top of the first turn, Andis. The top of a turn order again, so fast. Can't be stopped. You see these cultists turning the corner.
So fast, so furious. I'm going to aim at the one that is closest to the one who looks like a boss. You'll have to tell our listeners about that, Patrick.
There's a very descript cultist, and then there's a couple of nondescript ones. You figured out my plan.
Right, exactly. I'm going to shoot at the one who looks almost as important as the important one. Just one shot. Tracking and shoot him up.
Oh, critical hit!
Man.
There it is. All right, so you're shooting through Edros. It don't matter. 27 is a hit.
That's right. That's going to be 11 damage. Yeah.
Yeah, was it the critical burn effect is D6?
Yeah, it's D6 on the burn effect. So, sure. But let me roll
another damage dice, right?
I'm gonna.
Yay!
Oh, heavens to Betsy!
Dude,
that's gonna be 22 points of damage total, and
stop it!
Oh no, I'm not gonna stop. And 3 points of burn damage on that one.
All right, hold on. I can do math.
All right, 22 plus some more.
I said I could do math. I said I could do it so good. So after you guys destroyed all the cultists in the Stargazer temple, I was like, oh, I need to beef these guys up. Didn't beef them up hard enough. You kill them in one shot.
Yeah.
Boom. Ouch. A well-placed critical will do it. I was like, I'll give them more armor. I'll give them more hit points. Nope. Right. Let's go ahead and turn one. Next in the turn order is Raimi.
All right, so Raimi is going to take aim at the cultist who looks like he's in charge. This guy right here.
Yeah.
And fire with his laser rifle. That's 23.
Ooh, that's going to be a hit.
Nice. Man, we're hitting on all cylinders. Yeah.
Max damage.
So, max damage plus 4, so 12 points of damage.
Nicely done.
So yeah, she takes that hit. It is a Lashuntan woman, red leathers and armor. Carries a very large machine gun, and the surviving cultists step forward here on their turn. A couple of them, let's get a few targets right up front. Nax Izrak, one of them, shooting in your direction. What is your EAC?
My EAC is 14.
14. Okay, I've rolled a 6. That is a hit. For 9 points of damage. Edros, another one coming at you. Oh, that wanted to be a hit, but I think it is going to be a miss. An 8. Even flat-footed, you're, 20?
I lose a dex, right? So it'd be 19.
I think it's just -2. I don't it's dex, but either one, that is an 8. That is a miss. The woman with a very large machine gun is going to take aim at Edros. Daka's in your direction. What? Yeah, your KAC is...
My KAC is 22.
Right. Okay, so that is a hit. She just a full metal jacket weapon. Ooh! Ouch. 10 points of damage.
Oof! So, Patrick, not to spell my own doom, but is that a line effect weapon?
It can be in certain situations. She just took a single shot and stuff.
Okay.
This looks like it could be a fully automatic rifle she's holding on to.
I see. So Indus does not necessarily take damage from standing behind Edris there.
This is the one case where having a meat shield, very helpful.
Oh,
But
thank you, Edris.
next in the turn order, Nak Sizrak. What you got, Drew?
All right. First off, I want to get him on the menacing-looking one with the automatic weapon. Then, question: since we have this NPC that's just kind of standing off to the side, if I decided to try to talk to them, would that be a standard action in combat, or would that be something where
No, you can talk to people as a free action.
Hey, forearms, you want to give us a hand with this?
I have 6.
No, that's 4. It's not a skittermander.
I thought the Sophins had 6 arms.
She definitely doesn't seem to have any weapons on her. She just kind of slinks further backwards against the wall, trying not to get in the line of fire of anyone.
Proc. All right.
Anything else you got, Drew?
I am going to, as a swift action, remove my azimuth laser pistol from a cheek pouch. And is this one going to get cover from the other guy that's in line of sight here?
That is correct, if you want to shoot at the bossy lady.
I'm instead going to shoot at the one that does not have get 'em on it, that is in my line of sight here.
All right, yeah, shoot him dead first. Just roll a 20, that's all it takes.
Oh, Lord.
No. Oh, you've rolled a 1 on both dice.
Natural 1. I swear, listeners, y'all are gonna kill us. You're gonna murder us.
I can't wait. Edros Veronis, you're next.
Edros is going to start out by throwing a grenade.
All
Don't
right.
get to use them too much. Might as well use them now.
Pulling a grenade out, tossing it in their direction. Go ahead and give me that attack. What grenade? Let's start with that.
We're going to do this. This is going to be a shock grenade, Mark 1.
All right, so pretty wide range. Where do you want to hit it?
It's got a 15-foot range, so I'm going to put it... I want to make sure I don't hit our poor Kasathan. So I guess right here?
Yep, so you want to kind of land it at the southernmost cultist feet. Make me
Attack
that roll! Attack roll!
Coming your way! Oh, a 12, I guess. What did I roll? That was terrible. I rolled a 4. Ugh.
Yeah, you get your strength bonuses for hitting, but it's a... So that is a hit.
Yes!
Hey!
Ooh,
You landed at their feet. I'm going to make some
Just barely.
reflex saves. These two guys. Now, what's your dex bonus? What am I rolling
1.
here? All right, so I think it's, DC 11? DC 12?
DC 12, because it's the item level and your dex mod.
All right, so these two guys up front here, both of them fail
Nice.
the roll. They're not able to get out of the way. The woman in the back, though, kind of shields herself, kind of ducks down. Seems to miss most of the damage. Go ahead and roll that. D8.
Yep, just a D8. Oh, God.
Alrighty.
2 points of damage. Totally worth it. Grenades are the best thing in the game, guys.
Hey, if you rolled an 8, it would have been a lot of damage. All right, and next, Alundra, Valis. Now, everyone else are standing back away about 20 feet from the enemies. You're about 25 feet away. What does Alundra do?
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure after what we just talked about. So the first thing I'm going to do is use telepathy to speak to the Kasathan and say, we are here to help you. Don't let Nak scare you. Professor Solstarny, we are here for you. Just to reassure her.
I think you're just about in range with that ability, but yes, she kind of nods in your direction, takes kind of a defensive position. What else you got, Alundra?
Okay, awesome. So I'm going to go toward Photon Attunement, and against my better judgment, I'm going to use Stellar Rush to run at this guy.
Wait, is that? I thought Solstarny was a Lashunta.
No, Kasathan.
Oh, man, I'm an idiot. Golly.
Yeah, you are, because you pushed her away. All right.
Yeah, you've literally been making this mistake for 12 weeks.
Yeah. So
right.
The armor she had was, I think, Lashuntan Tempweave, which I think is a kind of armor.
Maybe that's confusing. I don't know, but it had 4 arms, so that's why you couldn't use
yeah,
it.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I guess you could be a pro augmentation body mod Lashunta and be like, I need some more arms.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to Stellar Rush and...
Right, rush on one of the cultists up front.
Yeah, I'm going to rush at one of the cultists, and I am going to Bull Rush, actually. I'm trying to push him back. So we'll see how that goes. So that's a 18?
Right, so that is a miss. You're not able to push him back, but gets another reflex save to try and save from some solar damage. Is that correct?
Yeah, and I still do the damage regardless. So.
Yep, so he makes the save, so it's going to be half damage. What do we got?
Looks like I rolled a 6, so that'd be a 3.
So still 3. Okay, so yeah, you put your shoulder into him. He doesn't look happy about it, drops his gun, or he's getting ready to drop his gun and got a wicked-looking sword on his back. But we're back to the top of the turn order with turn 2, Andis.
All right. Andis is going to track and shoot the gentleman in close combat with Alindra, because I care about Alindra and her health.
All right. A little more difficult, but don't matter. You roll really well.
23 on the hit.
All right, -4 shooting through a friend. That is a hit.
Okay.
For 8 damage, is that right?
8 damage is what I got.
All right, so they're still up, but they're not doing great. Raimi.
I guess I will also fire at the one Alindra's at.
Alrighty. Ooh, not as good as Andis. So you guys are kind of in the same firing position in the back of the party. That is a miss. Next in the turn order is the bad guys.
No, they still get a turn? Come on.
A couple of them very unhappy. Focus on Alindra as their boss kind of steps forward to here.
As those guys move around, does Alindra get any attacks of opportunity?
One moved into combat with her, and the other just took a guarded step. So she's just going to step forward out of the firing range of her friend. Takes a look at everyone that's not Alindra. Everyone just standing by themselves. And she takes a shot at Naxidrak. 15 on the dice. That's a hit for 7 points of damage. Yeah, just a number of bullets. Rip through your very light armor. Right through your shoulder. And 2 cultists on Alindra carefully maneuver themselves around you, Alindra, as they pull out long swords. Wicked-looking long swords. And flank you. And they have rolled their attacks. Got a 12 and an 8. Your KAC is 14. Both of these are hits. And yep, one of them slicing up your front side, the other the back side. It's here. Max damage, 7 and an 8. A lot of damage. That is 29 points of damage.
Oh, good lord.
Yep, as they're cutting you up left and right. And that is the bad guy's turn. It's going on to Neck.
So since these guys have moved around, which one of these was Alindra attacking before they moved? Was it the top one or the bottom one?
The one on the northern side of her. He got some grenade damage and he got shot once.
Okay. I'm going to get him on the southern one. Just in case we can do anything with that after the other guy's down. And Alindra, stay in the fight. Get back up. You'll be fine. Here's 11 stamina.
Inspiring boost.
Thank you, Nak.
All right, next in the turn order, Edros.
All right, Edros he's gonna move up and he's gonna position himself almost in between the big bad guy with the machine gun and one of the peons, and try to block firing range for the big bad guy. And but he's going to attack the peon who is flanking Alindra with the curved blade.
Awesome.
Curved blade coming at you. 24.
That is a hit.
25 with get up.
How you like that damage?
Oh, thank goodness. Oh boy.
18 points of Damagio.
That seems like way too much. Is it really plus 10? So the max damage you can do is like 20 with this bladed weapon. That's so much. They have so little. Okay, so you cut this one up his backside. Looks like he's about to fall over dead. He's not dead yet, though, mind you. Because these guys, obviously, Tahoman kept some of the more elite warriors for his rear guard. Alrighty, and that takes us to the end of turn 2 with Alindra. You got 2 of these guys on you, both of them taking a good deal of damage.
All right, with Adras on the southern one, I'm going to go for the northern one. Hopefully, take him down. So, yeah, I'm just gonna do a double attack. So, I already rolled, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yes,
so
you
why don't
did.
you in all future rolls say that beforehand?
Before I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry about that. So the first one is definitely a fail, and the second one's a fail too. So. Yeah.
That's what happens when you cheat at Starfinder.
I wasn't trying to cheat.
How dare you? At my table? Oh. Yeah, these are misses, unfortunately. And that takes us back to the top of the turn order, turn 3. Andis, 147. You've got a number of people in melee combat, a couple of them trying to cut Alindra down. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna use my tracking and just line up the shot super good with my sniper at I don't know, it's 25 feet away, but it's gonna be a very good. That's an 11 to hit, but +1, +2. So
yeah, +2 for both these guys.
14 to EAC.
Oh, you targeted as well?
Yes.
You needed every single one of those boosts because that is just a hit.
Yes!
EAC of 14.
Yes!
4 on the
damage.
dice. 8 damage.
Oh.
Second kill for Andis.
Yes!
That's fantastic.
A giant
Oh, my Lord.
laser-sized scorched mark through the side of his head drops him down. Alrighty, and next in the turn order, turn 3. Raimi, what you got?
All right, so Raimi, seeing that they're handling these guys, he's gonna move a little bit southern towards the boss character.
It looks like you're going back to back with Andis. Is that correct?
Yes,
Is that
correct.
what you want to do with your life?
Yes.
You think his 2 kills are gonna, his good luck is gonna rub off on you?
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping
right.
so.
What you gonna do?
I am going to cast caustic conversion.
Oh, on whom?
On the boss guy.
Another level 2 down. Let's see. That's an EAC attack roll you need to make. Go ahead and roll it for me.
All right.
You rolled a 2 on the dice. That is a wide miss. Yeah, so all of your acid just gets flung against the priceless, millennia-old stained glass windows behind this cultist, immediately singeing them, breaking, shattering them in a ton of places. Unfortunately, that means it is their turn. Think from where you stand now, Raimi, everyone gets a fun attack roll as this cultist braces herself, kind of throws one leg out behind her, sets the gun strap around her neck, and opens up full auto mode on it's a 30-foot cone attack. So Edros, Knack, Raimi, and Andis.
Attack of opportunity?
You do get an attack of opportunity. She doesn't care. They're death cultists. They're ready to go.
Okay.
Go ahead. Give me that attack roll.
If I could get a critical hit one time in this game, come on!
Don't say it, man, because now you're gonna not get it.
17?
I think that's a full-on miss, actually. Let me check here.
Oh, damn.
Against KAC, yeah. No, she dodges out of the way, and the gun barrel is right at your waist as she opens up. And the way automatic works is she cannot score critical hits now, but she gets to make an attack roll at all the rest of you. This expends all the rest of her clip, though. So let's go in order at Dross. Attacking you. Bam. Hit. Knack. Bam. Hit. Andis, I think, might sneak out of the way. You're still at KAC 22.
That is correct.
Miss. And Raimi. What's your KAC, Raimi?
My KAC is 17.
Okay, so that is a hit. So everyone except Andis taking some damage here. 10 points of damage. She saves the rest of her clip. Just blows through you. Andis jumping out of the way. This cultist on Alindra does not have the flanking partner anymore, but he is going all out as he is near death. He's going to make 2 attacks on Alindra. Okay, first one, 14. That's a hit. 16, that is a hit. So that is 22 points of damage. His blade is coated in blood, and that is their turn. Bloody turn for the cultists, taking us to Nax Izrak.
All right, going to get him on the auto rifle shooting leader cultist. Mm-hmm. But I am going to attempt to shoot my azimuth laser pistol at the one that is attacking Alindra.
All right.
Try to get this guy down.
Splitting it up.
Do it.
Oh, natural 20.
Second 20 of this fight. Just this fight alone. Okay, so that is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me again.
I never do this, so I can't remember what my attack roll is. It's a D4.
Let's roll attack roll again. So 7 points of laser rifle damage, and it has... You're shooting your azimuth laser pistol. It's got the burn effect. So you see this guy almost go up in flame. And it goes right through his chest. Still seems to be fighting. Still seems to be going strong though.
That's this guy right here. That's this guy right next here.
Gotta breathe on him the right way.
Next in the turn order is Edris.
Edros will take a guarded step. So I'm in between a dead body and the big bad guy with the machine gun. And we're gonna keep pounding away with that carbon steel blade. Come on, let's get rid of this sucker.
Single attack?
Oh, it's single attack, because I had to move.
Mm-hmm.
And Get'em's on there, so that's gonna be a 24.
That's a hit.
Yeah, baby.
16 points of damage.
Righty. Good amount. Yeah, she seems to be made of tougher stuff than her comrades, believe it or not. But she's still feeling that one. And last in the turn order, Alindra.
All right, given that I am no longer being flanked, I am going to stay where I am and do a double attack, and I'm announcing it beforehand. So.
Here we go. Now you'll have all the good luck that you need in the entire world to drop this guy that's near death.
All right, here's the first one. So that's
oh, man.
So it's going to be 21 to hit.
Ta-da! 18 on the dice.
Oh my.
With one hit, you are able to lop his head off. His body tries to make a feeble swing before he realizes he's dead, and he drops to the ground.
You're like Aragorn from the Lord of the Rings series.
Yeah, but now I have a second attack that I can't use, so this sucks.
Just throw your energy sword at Edros's back. All right, we have one combatant left. Top of the turn order. Turn 4, Andis 147.
Andis notices the fact that Edris is adjacent to this super tough enemy and is going to track said enemy and fire a laser rifle.
Single shot. Get him on. That's a hit.
Yeah, baby.
Yes.
Ooh, boy.
That would be a 21 to hit.
It's a hit. It is a hit.
That's 11 damage on the hit.
All right, so still up, still dangerous.
Oh, come on.
Very close to death. You can see from the cuts of the laser shots, a little bit of acid. Raimi splashed on her from his wide miss.
Right.
Raimi.
Andis grips Raimi's shirt and says, Raimi, do what I could not.
I love that you guys are right next to each other in the turn order. Raimi!
So Raimi backs up to where he's out of range of their
Raimi,
fire.
Running away, yes.
No, because most of my attacks are at least 100 feet.
Raimi, do what I could not. Oh, wait, where are you going? Please! No, don't leave us, Raimi!
So I have another caustic conversion I wanna throw.
Alrighty, that's something you can do. EAC attack roll.
He gets a bonus plus 2.
Plus 2, but I don't think that's gonna hit at 15.
15?
Yeah.
Oh, that's exactly what you needed.
Oh,
my god.
Yay!
You fling a number, the vast majority of your nanites in her direction, and you don't need to roll like 18 d4 or whatever it is, because she had 1 hit point left. She goes down.
Oh,
nice. And not only that, her face melts off, and her armor very scarred now, and we're out of combat.
All right.
Oh.
Raimi saunters back in like...
Just had to use all my level 2 spells. It's cool.
Yep. All my level 2 spells. I've lost 16 points, but...
Edris bends down. He's kind of holding the machine gun. And then the machine gun just disappears into the palm of his hand.
Just melts. Melts
Bye.
right down.
Bye, machine gun. What happened? Did you eat it?
Now I've got the sweet gloves of storing.
Right.
Oh yeah,
so
I forgot I got that ring of resistance too. I need to apply that to my character.
Yeah, didn't factor in at all. The four-armed Kasathan woman steps forward and says she has a small face mask, like a bandana tied around her mouth, and in a very hoarse whisper says, Who are you?
We're the Starfinders here to rescue you, Professor.
What? Yeah, you came for me? How did you? Yes, I am Master Omea Solstarni of House Ramar. I carry the echoes of In Shirshi's dream, and I am glad to see you all.
Professor Solstarni, I want to jump in here for a second and explain what's going on here. So, the reason we're here is because we were sent by the university when we discovered that you were missing. We were actually looking for you for a different purpose, but then discovered you were missing and went in search for you and are now rescuing you to deliver you back to the university where you really belong.
Oh, well, that is wonderful. I've played dumb here for days in the temple, trying not to let this inner sanctum be opened by these brutes that kidnapped me. This last door, and she motions the door to the north, has a very intricate looking stone panel of 12-sided star, and there are a number of what look like stone keys in the shape of diamond wedges that seem to fit into various slots. And she explains, it's like, this is the final inner sanctum of the Ukulem elves. This is where they gathered all their information. They've not sought all of this yet. They left before they could figure out how to open it, but we cannot leave until we discover what is inside, because I fear that it might be lost if we escape now. There's a secret that I would not tell these cultists, but I want to share with you in case some of us die here.
Excuse me, but was that Tahuman, or is he still loose somewhere?
He is not here, no.
Professor Solstarni, what's the secret that you wanted to tell us?
Come here, take a look. I have it written down on the wall here.
Okay, I'm gonna get really close and look at the wall. Is this in a language that we comprehend?
Oh, I think it's in a language you speak, Master Isoki.
So I'm gonna read it off of the wall. To be continued.
It doesn't say that at all. It says enter the temple here. This was awkward for all of us. You got that very wrong. But I can tell you that what I've discovered elsewhere in the temple, it is a secret most grave.
Yeah.
The secret is to be continued.
Yeah, there it is.
I don't know. I felt really good about going for another hour or two.
Oh
You guys
boy.
seemed really, really into leaving it there.
I feel like you were going to do it, and then Elendra wanted her other question.
Yeah, it's like it was about to happen.
I love how some of you have a
can hear him,
preternatural sense.
Well, I mean, we
It
can
was a
hear you
real
kinda-
question,
we can,
though.
We can hear you sort of like cranking up for it, and she's like, "But wait, but first," and you were like, "All right," and you were like uncocking your crossbow up to be continued.
Yeah. So that's
I really thought I was gonna get a to be continued in there.
That's it for episode 26. You're never gonna get me, Drew. Knack. You're never going to play for 100 games. Not gonna happen. I won't allow it. I'm too stubborn.
He's
Good.
too smart. He's too stubborn.
guys
He's
are
too sexy.
You're so close to the end, the Temple of the 12. We're inside the literal temple. There it is. You gotta wait until someone says it. Oh, inside the hidden temple. We will find out what happens next week. Are you guys excited?
Oh yeah.
Prediction.
know it.
What's inside the inner sanctum of the temple?
Candy.
End tables.
The answers to my tattoo, that's what I'm hoping for.
A completely random starship upgrade that we didn't think we were gonna get.
Magic rings.
Tyler, any guesses?
Part of the history from the Gap.
Yeah, right in the first AP. Get out of here with
You're right. I should have guessed another end table. You pronk. I mean,
I'm different. It's the matching end table, Tyler.
I mean, I've got a whole week to draw some things on the map, so I will prove someone right. We'll find out what happens next week. Thank you guys for playing with me.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That's episode 26 in the bag. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Everybody.